Hello, everybody. Naughty Nana Does is back again. How you doing tonight? Doing good? This is my cup. Stop petting my peeves. And Donald Trump tramped on one of my big ones. You don't tramp on our prime minister or our country and think you're going to get away with it. Not going to happen. Because no, Mango Moose Knuckle, you or your mag-idiots had nothing to do with our prime minister stepping down. You see, he's got a long history with government, this kid. He's been involved in government since he was born because at the time his father was Prime Minister of Canada. You, on the other hand, were ignored as the slow child that couldn't control himself, never told the truth, bullied all of your schoolmates, can't call them friends because you don't have any other than the ones that you buy, was eventually pulled out of school and sent to reform school. Mind you, it was a very expensive military-style reform school for other shitty little rich kids like yourself whose parents couldn't be bothered to raise them properly. You always took the easy way out and always bullied people to do it your way. And in turn, you bankrupted 3 casinos. Nobody on the face of this planet has bankrupted 3 casinos inside of 2.5 years. Nobody. The Plaza Hotel was a great monument, great landmark in New York, and you shit on that too. You cozied up with the Russian mob, both as con man real estate human, and as president, giving Sergei Kislyak, the Russian ambassador, and Sergei Lavrov, who was the Russian foreign minister at the time, classified material about a planned Islamic State operation and giving Putin plenty of detailed information the Russians could use to identify the ally that they were speaking about in the document and how that information was collected, i.e., spies and whatnot. Trump purposely closed the meeting off to the United States press, except for the Russian press and their photographer. In response to that little tidbit getting out, it was first of all, oh, I didn't do that. No, that didn't happen. No. To, oh, that's just the deep state. They don't know what they're talking about. That's the deep state trying to frame me. Oh, it's fake news. It was all fake news and blah, 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 right? To when he was backed into a corner, he blurted out, I have the absolute right to share information with Russia. No, you feckin' don't. No, you don't. One of the results of this treason, aiding and abetting a sworn enemy of the country, was that the ally was later identified as Israel, and in turn could have impaired America's relationship with Israel and also endangered Israeli security, especially if the Russians saw fit to give their buddies in Iran Israeli secrets. Prime Minister Trudeau steps down as leader, but even on his worst day, he's still a better leader than you are on your best day, which you've never had. So there you go. There's that. This has been brewing for a couple of months. It really came to a head, in my opinion, when he told Chrystia Freeland she was out as finance minister and she was offered a lesser cabinet position. But she thought about it over the weekend, and on that Monday, she said, no, thank you. I will resign as finance minister and deputy prime minister. I will stay on as a member of parliament and represent my riding. She is now running to be prime minister, along with Dominic LeBlanc, who is the current finance minister, and Minister of Foreign Affairs, Melanie Joly, who also served as economic development minister. All of these folks have had up close and personal dealings with the Mango Moose Knuckle, and he did not impress any of them. Trudeau admitted that there had been a shift in the party and that he is clearly not the person that is needed at this time. And did you know, like he got his first elected post in 2008. 2013, he became the party leader, and he was elected to prime minister in 2015, and he's served 3 terms. He's our 23rd prime minister of Canada, and he served under 2 monarchs, both Queen Elizabeth II and King Charles III. And yes, we are part of the Commonwealth, and proud to be. We get it. We get it. MAGA, you feckin' don't. Do you actually believe that Justin Trudeau or any of his party, or for that part, 80% of Canadians, do you actually believe that they're afraid of that baggy, worn-out sock puppet that Elon wears on his left hand? Do you? Even MAGA America is starting to wake up to that asshat's bullshit. They are just finding out that Social Security and Medicare cuts will be debilitating to the majority of the country. I hear from you guys every day. The only ones that don't believe it are either rich enough to not give a shit, have no brown relatives, or are completely off their stick. Get it through your head, you mango moose knuckle. Canada is not for sale. We have everything you lack. We have integrity, we have loyalty, and world appreciation for our country. Joe Biden worked hard to improve America's name worldwide in his 4 years because you ripped it to shit when you were in. And now it's getting worse. People are gearing up their armies to fight against the United States of America because of you. So I don't know where your glory is going to be. In 2 3/4 years in office, the balance of your time was spent at your properties, charging your own government almost double for your Secret Service detail that protects your ass. That's the reason why you're still alive today. For golf carts, rooms, and meals than anyone else would ever have to pay. You double up on it and you charge your own government that you were the president. And talking about the swamp, sweet Jesus, their per diem wouldn't even cover 10 minutes on one of your Trump classified reading room toilets. So our prime minister has done a few shady things that I'm pissed off with. But nothing compares to what Donald J. Trump has done. Our prime minister has never sold our country out to the enemy. But that treasonous Trump, he does that like it's his day job. And if that's what he did before, just imagine what he's going to do now because he has all those classified documents. Guess he's just going to have to dig up Ivana at Bedminster to find out the rest of what he stole because I know his memory isn't that great. He's not going to remember what he did. So there's that. Canada's going to be just fine. We have even conservative premiers across Canada, well, one anyway, that is not going to stand for Trump's bullshit. He's not. Michigan, New York, New England states, your power is going to be drastically cut if that bastard doesn't smarten up and realize what he's doing to your own country and his own people. He doesn't give a shit. And I think Canada's starting to think that Alaska, Oregon, Washington State, California, they'd be an awful good addition to Canada, especially California. It's the 5th largest country in the world, or 5th richest. Yeah, 5th richest. So yeah, you red Republicans, you depend on states like New York, Michigan, and California. So be careful what you wish for, folks. Might just happen. 9 loves you. Be good, be safe, and please take care of you first. Sorry for the mumbling. I get a little excited. Just a little excited. So I'm having a cup of tea called Vacation. It's got cocoa and it's got coconut in it, but it's tea. So I'm spilling the tea and drinking it. All right, gotta go. Love y'all. Mwah.